Australian resident Jessica Wongso has been charged with the murder of Mina Salihin. Police allege she poisoned her friend by adding cyanide to her coffee.
Jessica itu kan kayak setan itu. Deep inside is something like the evil gitu. Yang dibilang the trial of the century itu betul.
Evidence 8. Muhammad Nuh Al-Azhar performed downscaling on CCTV 1 footage from 1546 to 1830 local time, reducing the frame dimensions, TO 960 by 576 pixels and the frame rate to 10 frames per second. According to point 27 in the interrogation report, BAP Berita Acara Pemeriksaan, of Muhammad Nuh Al-Azhar, the dimensions should have been 1920 by 1080 pixels. During this time interval, tracking Rangga's movement in making coffee was necessary, yet Muhammad Nuh Al-Azhar blurred it instead. Analysis. The forensic impact of Muhammad Nuh Al-Azhar's downscaling of CCTV 1 footage from 1546 to 1830 local time is significant. By reducing the frame dimensions to 960 by 576 pixels, and the frame rate from 25 to 10 frames per second, crucial details were obscured. According to point 27 in the interrogation report of Muhammad Nuh Al-Azhar, the dimensions should have remained at 1920, extension 1080 pixels. This intentional manipulation of the video's resolution and frame rate raises questions about the integrity of the evidence presented in court. During this time interval, tracking Rangga's movement in making coffee was essential for understanding the sequence of events. The downscaling of the CCTV 1 footage, orchestrated by Muhammad Nuh Al-Azhar, severely impacts the ability to analyze whether the coffee and milk were not mixed, remained as 2 layers, or not in the cup before the alleged poisoning incident. During the crucial time interval, tracking Rangga's movements in preparing the coffee was essential for reconstructing the sequence of events leading up to the alleged crime. However, Muhammad Nuh Al-Azhar's actions blurred this crucial aspect instead of preserving it. By reducing the frame dimensions and frame rate, the clarity and accuracy of the footage were compromised, hindering forensic analysis and potentially distorting the portrayal of events. This manipulation could lead to misinterpretation and false conclusions during legal proceedings. The decision to downscale the CCTV footage precisely during the time when Rangga was preparing the coffee and milk raises significant questions about the potential motives behind this manipulation. One possible explanation is that reducing the frame dimensions and frame rate during this critical period was intended to obscure or conceal any suspicious activity related to the introduction of any substance into the coffee. By reducing the clarity and detail of the footage precisely during the preparation of the beverage, Muhammad Nuh Al-Azhar may have sought to create ambiguity or uncertainty regarding the events leading up to the alleged poisoning. This manipulation could have been strategically employed to make it more difficult for forensic analysts to determine definitively whether any substance was introduced into the coffee during Rangga's preparation process. Additionally, the timing of the downscaling coinciding with Rangga's actions suggests that Muhammad Nuh Al-Azhar may have sought to hide any potential evidence of tampering or foul play during the coffee preparation phase. By obscuring crucial details of Rangga's movements and actions, the manipulation of the CCTV 1 footage could have been aimed at casting doubt on the integrity of the evidence and complicating efforts to establish a clear timeline of events. While it remains speculative, the possibility that any chemical compound was introduced into the coffee during Rangga's preparation cannot be discounted. The deliberate manipulation of the CCTV 1 footage during this specific timeframe underscores the importance of conducting a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the alleged poisoning and highlights the need to preserve the integrity of forensic evidence to ensure a fair and just legal process. Therefore, Muhammad Nuh Al-Azhar's downscaling of CCTV 1 footage had a detrimental forensic impact. It obscured vital details and compromised the integrity of the evidence, potentially affecting the outcome of the case. Such tampering undermines the reliability of forensic analysis and casts doubt on the accuracy of the investigation process. Furthermore, the discrepancy in color between the coffee prepared by Rangga and the coffee consumed by Mina Salihin is a critical point of contention in the case. Any alterations to the footage that obscure or distort these color differences directly impact the toxicologist's ability to assess the presence of cyanide accurately. This discrepancy is central to their analyses and interpretations, and is pivotal in determining the timeline of events surrounding Myrna Salihin's consumption of the coffee. Ultimately, the downscaling of the CCTV footage severely compromises the forensic integrity of the evidence and undermines the credibility of the toxicologist's findings. By distorting crucial visual and temporal information, the alterations to the footage introduced by Muhammad Nuh Al-Azhar call into question the validity of any conclusions drawn from it. The forensic impact of Muhammad Nuh Al-Azhar's actions extends beyond the specific details of the case to broader implications for the reliability and integrity of forensic evidence in legal proceedings. Ultimately, the downscaling of the CCTV footage represents a significant breach of forensic protocol and ethical standards. It highlights the need for stringent oversight and accountability measures to prevent similar instances of evidence tampering in the future. The detrimental effects of such manipulation reverberate throughout the legal system, undermining public trust in the administration of justice and raising questions about the fairness and impartiality of legal proceedings.